The mitochondrial engine. The mitochondrial engine, engineering infinite energy and cellular power. The energy bankruptcy. Let's be honest. Most of you are running on a dying battery. You wake up exhausted, you rely on caffeine to survive the morning, and by 3 p.m., your brain feels like a browser with 50 tabs open that's about to crash. You call it getting older or a busy life. In human code, we call it what it actually is, systemic mitochondrial decay. Your mitochondria are not just the powerhouse of the cell like you learned in 8th grade biology. They are the arbiters of life and death. They are the cellular engines that convert the food you eat and the oxygen you breathe into ATP adenosine triphosphate, the raw energy currency of the human machine. If your engines are rusted, inefficient, or leaking electrons, no amount of motivation will save you. You cannot willpower your way out of a cellular energy deficit. Today, we are going to stop treating the symptoms and start overhauling the engine. We are decoding how to multiply your mitochondria, repair their membranes, and fuel them with precision. CTA, if you view your body as a high-performance system and not a biological accident, you belong here. Subscribe to Human Code. We don't do wellness, we do hardware optimization. Disclaimer, we are biological architects, not physicians. Before you mess with your cellular machinery, consult a medical professional. The code is yours to execute, but the responsibility is personal. The electron transport chain, how you actually move to fix the engine, you have to understand the combustion process. Inside your mitochondria, there is a mechanism called the electron transport chain ETC. This is where the magic or the disaster happens. Think of the ETC as a series of turbines. Your body strips electrons from your food and passes them along these turbines to create a gradient that eventually pumps out ATP. When you are young, this process is seamless. But as we orbit the sun, the pipes start to leak. These leaks are called reactive oxygen species ROS, essentially cellular sparks that burn your DNA from the inside out. The NAD crisis, the spark plug for this entire process, is a molecule called NAD+. Without NAD, the electrons stop moving. The turbine seize up. This is why you feel heavy and slow. By age 40, your NAD+ levels have plummeted by 50%. You are trying to run a Ferrari on half the voltage it requires. The precision solution. This is where we stop guessing. To keep the turbine spinning, you need the most efficient NAD precursor available. We utilize ProHealth Longevity NMN Pro Complete. Unlike basic NMN powders, the NMN Pro Complete formula is engineered for maximum bioavailability. It's not just about dumping fuel in the tank, it's about ensuring the fuel actually reaches the engine. By providing the cell with high purity NMN, you are effectively upgrading the grid, allowing your mitochondria to produce ATP at the levels of a 20-year-old. Mitochondrial biogenesis. Building more engines. Most people are trying to get more power out of a few old, damaged engines. The 1% strategy is different. We don't just repair old engines, we manufacture new ones. This is called mitochondrial biogenesis. The primary signal for biogenesis is metabolic stress. When you force your body to realize it doesn't have enough energy, it activates a master switch called PGC1 alpha. This protein is the architect that orders the creation of new mitochondria. How to flip the switch. 1. Zone to aerobic training. This isn't about burning calories. It's about staying at a heart rate where your mitochondria are forced to burn fat efficiently. This steady state stress signals the cell to multiply its powerhouses. 2. The thermal shock buffer. Cold exposure is a brutal but effective biogenesis trigger. When you submerge in 1 OC water, your body enters a state of non-shivering thermogenesis. It activates brown fat, which is packed with mitochondria, and forces the system to upgrade its heat generation capacity. To support this massive structural upgrade, you need magnesium. Magnesium is the cofactor that stabilizes the ATP molecule. Without it, the energy you produce is volatile and useless. This is why we integrate Dr. Mercola Magnesium Advanced. It ensures that every new engine you build is actually connected to the power grid. Mitophagy, the self-feeding protocol and engine that is broken but still running, is a liability. It consumes resources but produces only toxic smoke ROS. In your cells, these are senescent mitochondria. They are the reason for chronic fatigue and brain fog. The process of cleaning out these broken engines is called mitophagy. Think of it as a cellular salvage yard. Your body identifies the damaged mitochondria, breaks them down, and recycles the parts. The autophagy and MN synergy. This is where the ProHealth Longevity and MN Pro Complete becomes a dual threat tool. While it fuels the production of energy, it also provides the NAD necessary for sirtuins to detect mitochondrial damage. Sirtuins are the quality control inspectors of your cells. If your NAD plus is low, the inspectors are asleep, and the zombie mitochondria continue to pollute your system. By stacking NMN with strategic fasting windows like a 20-day for intermittent fast, you trigger a massive cleanup. You are essentially clearing the factory floor so that the new, efficient engines have room to operate. The hardware stack, precision sourcing. You can't build a high-performance engine with scrap metal. You need the highest grade substrates. We have analyzed the catalog to find the most cost-effective, high-purity tools for mitochondrial engineering. 1. ProHealth Longevity NMN Pro Complete. This isn't just an NMN supplement. It's a complete NAD restoration system. It includes the cofactors necessary to prevent methyl donor depletion, a common mistake people make when taking cheap NMN. This is the foundation of your cellular energy grid to point Dr. Mercola. Magnesium Advanced to 170 capsules. Magnesium is the lubricant of the mitochondrial engine. It's involved in every single ATP-related reaction. Dr. Mercola's formula is highly absorbable, and in the 270 capsule format, it provides the best price-to-performance ratio for long-term optimization. 3. CoQ10 ubiquinol. If NMN is the spark plug, CoQ10 is the electron carrier. It sits directly inside the mitochondrial membrane. We recommend a high-absorption ubiquinol to ensure the electrons don't leak out of the chain and cause oxidative damage. Reclaiming the power. Your energy levels are not a mystery. They are a direct reflection of your mitochondrial health. When you provide the right substrates like NMN Pro Complete and Advanced Magnesium, and apply the right stressors like cold shock and zone 2, you stop being a victim of your own biology. You move from a state of energy bankruptcy to a state of energy abundance. This is the edge. This is what allows you to work harder, think faster, and live longer than the average person who is content with a dying battery. In our next session, we will move from the engine to the defense system, the immune fortress, where we decode how to engineer a nervous system that is impenetrable to modern pathogens. Diagnostic question: when was the last time you felt truly boundless energy without the help of a stimulant? Leave a comment below. We are tracking the community's energy baselines to refine our biogenesis protocols. Subscribe to Human Code. Upgrade your hardware. Master the engine. The code is biological. The mastery is yours. Your age is a legal data point. Your vitality is a technical decision. Do not be a spectator to the decline of your own hardware.